Okay. We are live once again. Back for another time, this time with a whole new game. Well, not a new game. Onimusha Warlords is actually roughly like 20 years old now. But we are back. As I said, this time playing Capcom's Onimusha Warlords. We're going to get stuck into the HD remake, or remaster, I should say. It's the first time I've played this version. I'm still just as a bit of a heads up. I did sort of mention on my last stream that I was going to potentially be playing Metal Gear. That is still on the cards. However, I wanted to start with Metal Gear 1 or Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1 before I got into all of that. So I'm still figuring out my sort of PC setup, as it's a little trickier than I thought, but I should be able to, get it up and running by the next time. Anyway, all other aside, this is a fantastic game that I love, and we're just going to get straight into it. I can see Ludicrous Fool already in the chat. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. Thanks again for joining me. And yeah, for the next couple hours, we are going to be slashing up zombies. Are these zombies? Demons. Zombies is the wrong word. I've got zombies on the brain. Slashing up demons. Let's get started. Easy or normal? Normal. I think that's the difficulty I played it on. Hopefully as well, I'm not sure what the sound is going to be like on this one. Obviously we figured it out with Halo on how to turn things down. I've got the sound kind of as low as it possibly goes on this one, with so that my voice isn't drowned out too much. But feel free to let me know if it's too quiet, and I'll notch it up as we go along. So these cutscenes are looking quite sharp. And, for the time, they were actually pretty cool looking. I will say, Onimusha, in terms of, franchises from this generation, definitely one of... I'd say it's safe to say it's in my top 10 of, franchises from this generation. I mean, I've played... I played 1, 2 and 3. I haven't played Blade Warriors or Dawn of Dreams, I think is the 4th one. So I'm having got stuck into that one. But I enjoyed the original trilogy quite a lot. For many reasons. One of them being that it's basically the Resident Evil formula, but easier. And essentially... all of the bits and pieces that you see from Resident Evil, such as, playing Tetris with how your inventory works, or, worrying about how much ammo you've got, or worrying about how many times you can save. All of that is gone with Onimusha. And I'm pretty sure they've changed the music here. but I could be wrong. But yeah, for me, Onimusha was always just kind of like this cool little, you know, samurai take on the Resident Evil formula. Nice and short. You know, they didn't go on too long. They weren't too, you know, challenging. And they just kind of had enough little cool things going on around them. Like, you've got like the challenge rooms. That's Nobunaga taking an arrow to the throat there, but don't worry about it, lads. He'll be back. It's always a funny little cutscene. Yeah, there's enough things going on around the game, sort of like the upgrade system and the challenge rooms and the unlockables and stuff like that. Just kind of enough to give you reason to, you know, it adds replay value is what I'm trying to say. But what you might find, and you'll probably notice a pattern if you've watched any of my U2 reviews, and you'll definitely notice a pattern with if you're tuning into my streams on a regular basis, is that if a game is easy to get stuck into and is finishable within the space of 8 hours, I'm much more likely to, I suppose, enjoy my time with it. And I do my best when I'm reviewing games to not let that reflect in my reviews too much. And sort of like just go, oh, this game is easy, so it's great. But there is, you know, something about these older games that have aged in a way. You know, we'll do it together, Samanosuke. There is something about older games that when they, you know, over time, some of them, they sort of like develop this learning curve all of a sudden, because, you know, things change and control schemes change and just kind of what you expect from certain genres change. So your fingers have to go through this process of relearning how to play old stuff sometimes, which is why I stay away a lot of the time from PS1 games, except for the ones that, you know, I really have a fondness for. And Onimusha isn't one of those games, which is probably why I love it so much. And it's a pretty long opening for this one. Do I need to read this? I mean, you all can read. Oh no, she's going to read it. Ignore me, ignore me.
Read this in time to help. Something is wrong within the Inabayama castle. Some of the maids and servants have gone missing, and I fear that it might be the work of monsters. I am so scared, Samanosuke. People tell me that the monsters
Some fantastic voice work
and then take the maids to someplace deep under
going on here.
When I told my brother Yoshitatsu about this,
It's really,
he did not seem
I don't know.
interested.
There is still bad voice acting going on today, but this voice acting back in this period was so, I don't know, it's almost like the people that were performing weren't bad because they were bad. It's more they were bad, the voice acting was bad because they put less effort in. Like, games were obviously taken less seriously because, you know, they didn't have the budgets, they didn't have sort of like the reputations that they would go on to have now. But yeah, a lot of voice acting in the 6th generation does always sound like they just kind of like pulled somebody in off the street and said, oh, you just come read these lines for us. Don't worry about what it's about, just read what it says on the page and we'll see you later.
This way, sir. If our princess is at the keep, there are 2 ways to get there. The western path, or the northern
Now we
path.
begin.
Kaede, I'll go north.
Oh boy. So yeah, as I said, for those of you joining now, we are playing the HD remaster of this game now. And I think the character models, I'm doing a little 360 there, the character models look good, nice and sharp. However, these 2D backgrounds being brought up to sort of like high resolutions hasn't done that any favours, but sure it'll be fine. And we're going to get our asses handed to us in a minute. Princess Yuki.
Princess Yuki!
Let me just familiarise myself with the controls again. Oh. Right, so we got X to attack. Oh yeah, I always forget you're not even supposed to win this fight, but I still try as if you can anyway.
Princess Yuki, Your Highness.
Yeah, they've not done a bad job here.
It's really you.
This sort of, I don't know.
I knew that you would come to save
Things obviously look as they look. I don't think they've done any work in terms of updating the visuals, more just
I have missed you so much.
without sounding like they've been lazy and just kind of, you know, done save as 1080p. It does kind of give off that vibe. And it is a bit of a, you know, I'll warn you all ahead of time. The opening is takes a bit of time for things to get rolling. As we have this gentleman. Again, voice work on display there.
Princess Yuki.
Yeah, attempt 1 at saving the princess was a big failure.
Wake up, Samanosuke.
I was never quite sure here as well if he actually if he got knocked out or if he just full on died as a result of that first hit. I mean, we know he's not gonna die for good, but yeah, now we get this cutscene.
With your current power, you are not capable of destroying the demons. We will give you our powers. We are the clan of ogres that has been subverted by the demons.
Once again, folks, still figuring out the audio on this game. Not too sure, you know, how quiet or loud the in-game audio is when I'm talking. So feel free to let me know if it needs to go up, down, or whatever.
Destroy all the demons.
Right, mate. Now we have been given our instructions and our gauntlet to collect the souls of the demons.
The power of this gauntlet, I will destroy all of those monsters and save the princess.
His math didn't even move then. That's just lazy animation. Okay, yeah, okay. Hold B to absorb. Y for a magic attack, yep. Sword. Yep. We've got it. Where's my sword? Oh, there it is. So let's save here. So, for the most part, this game should be relatively straightforward. I'm hoping that I won't get stuck anywhere, but even with a game like Halo, which I was very much experienced in, that still managed to happen. I know there's definitely one puzzle later on in the game that I always get stuck on. And just as I familiarise myself with the controls, I'm pretty sure there's a way to insta-kill enemies if you time your attack right. But someone's got to get the souls. Need those later to upgrade our sword. It's a good thing. Have they fixed the loading times? Loading times seem better. I don't remember them being too bothersome.
Monsters! Close the door now!
But someone is there.
Get him!
Thanks for that, cowards. Yeah, you can time your attack like just before they attack to get like a, you know, insta-kill. Almost sort of like the way it works on... I'm a blanket on the Ghost of Tsushima. There we go. See if I can get one here. Nope. Nope. Just gonna die doing that. I'm normally not very good at them, to be fair. Generally get them by mistake, if I'm being 100% honest with myself. Our box, no.
Open the door! I've killed all the monsters!
He killed.
Huh?
What should we do?
Thanks for leaving me in there by myself, boys. Really appreciate your help, even though all of you...
Very sorry.
Do they have... No, they don't have... That guy in the back has a weapon, sorry.
Came out of nowhere and attacked us.
The keep may have also been attacked by them.
So for those of you who may not be following,
Right. The forest road
there was a...
is short
if I remember the story correctly, there was a war between two sort of factions in Japan. The leader of one of them lost, and when he was dying, he made a deal with a demon to come back, and then he comes back and tries to overtake this castle, you know, and you know, kidnap the princess with all of his, you know, demon friends. You can talk to some folks occasionally, but it's never really worth doing, so I don't think you get anything from it. So now, as Samanosuke, I'm basically just coming to the rescue. So what? There is a way to stab people sort of vertically while they're down. Definitely got to figure out how to do that. Nowhere else to go other than down. Yes, I will go down. So yeah, you can probably already see the the Resident Evil inspiration. Or not inspiration, just kind of, you know, the formula in play here of just kind of like fixed camera angles for the most part, and, you know, the 2D backgrounds with the 3D models and stuff like that. Like it's very much... There we go, that's how we do the downward stab. That's going to come in handy. When these lots start to mount up on you... Let me change that. When these lots start to gang up on you, being able to sort of get a quick kill and take one down, or being able to knock somebody down and then get like a kill by sort of stabbing them while they're down, it helps a lot by sort of lowering the numbers around you very quickly. Yep, cool. I need the... I can never remember the name of the first sword. I think it's the Ryuken or something. I've got to remember how to try and block it. There we go. Phoenix 241, sorry, 2421, good to have you here. Hope you enjoy the stream. Thank you for joining me. Truly appreciate it. No, I block. Oh, there we go. Right, now we know the gist of the main controls. Got some fluorite. I can never remember what that's for. And that will come in handy later if I remember when to pull it out again for puzzles. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Yeah, I should probably say as well with Onimusha, my history with this game is that I pretty much just kind of... This is one of those games that I went into my sort of like local shop at the time. I used to every weekend to trade all sorts of games, and I just saw the front cover and it had a samurai dude on it, and I thought, sure, let's pick this up. Samurais are cool, and through no other information, I don't even think I looked at the back cover, I just picked it up based off of that. And yeah, then I ended up with this really cool series that I'm into. I don't know if the rest of you have played it, but if you haven't, I certainly recommend doing so. Okay, right. First puzzle. This should be easy. I've got 3 moves. I need to get all of them in line in terms of, you know, across the top, 1, 2, 3, and across the bottom, 4, 5, 6. So, no, that didn't work. Let's try that again. If I go 1 there, 1 there, there we go. I mean, these do get progressively harder. But oh yeah, also we've now got the first sword, which is named the Ryzen. There we go. So it does have cool electrical powers. I'm not going to waste my special attack on it yet, but I'm sure we'll get to see it soon. So, magic jewel. I think I can use that to... enhances your magic power. There we go. Oh, okay. Fluorite. Unusual stone that glows in the presence of stone. Okay. Yeah, herb. Again, Resident Evil. So you kind of see where we're going here. Oh, we've got another puzzle. What clan has been subverted by the demons? And now we can check this. Subverted. Subverted a man, their power against. So if I go back to here... Oh wait, which was the symbol for a man? Like a circle, a square, and what looks like a TV and another square. Will that work? Will that work? No. So how many symbols can I put in here? Okay. And power against. Sorry, folks. What clan? Clan by the D. Something I'm missing. Maybe I don't have all the... Oh, okay. I think eventually I'm going to get more books later on in the game that reveal more symbols on this page, so I don't think I actually have all of the information to solve this puzzle. So we're going to save the game again here. I'm probably going to get... You do at the end of this game get a score based on how you perform. And saving the game does actually lower your score. Again, Resident Evil. Okay, we can just... I thought I had to slash that with my electric sword. Phoenix 2421 missed out on this game. Don't think it was on Xbox. Didn't get a PS2 until late in its life. Yeah, it was actually on Xbox. Funny enough, they sort of re-released it as like a, nowadays they kind of do this all the time with like Game of the Year edition sort of things, but it was called Genma Onimusha for some reason, and it had sort of extra levels, not levels, I think it had extra like challenge sections and a couple of extra bits. But yeah, I'm currently playing the HD remaster, so you can always get a hold of that. This only cost me I think £15 or pounds. These guys keep coming. You gotta be careful they don't hit you with their sort of like spin attack. We done? I think we're done. Yeah, sometimes they just kind of spawn out of nowhere. And, oh, we got a big guy. We got a big guy. Oh, I never know how to win these battles. And that always happens. Right, let me get rid of this fool. Oh, Jesus! Herb, immediately. I need a herb now. Oh, that was bad timing. So yeah, you occasionally get these like little matchups where people clash with their swords, and I'm never quite sure which button it is to press, so I'm going to try and, if it happens again, get a few hits in, back away. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Big boy's down. So yeah, similar to Resident Evil, again, because the similarities never end between these two franchises. There's a lot of times you'll kind of cross over into one area and then come back through the door and the enemies will have respawned. For the most part, I like to... Oh, even sometimes it happens in the same area when you've not left. For the most part, I actually try to, get stuck into whoever's around, because the more souls I collect, the more, sort of weapons I can get up to level 3, and wow, there's 2 of them now. Let's use special attack, shall we? Here we go. Good lord, it's getting very crowded right here. Yep, this was a bad idea. Special attack again. Okay, no, that didn't go very well. That's the first death out of the way. Came a lot sooner than I thought it would. But don't worry, we can load the game straight back up. Again, I will try not to waste too much of your time by dying too often. But there's only so much of that that's within my control. Yeah, and hopefully I get better at the insta-kill stuff as we move forward, because I was never quite sure on the timing of it all. This is one of those games as well, I always kind of have to remember to actually use my special attacks. Oh god, that was not good. Because I end up stacking them up and saving them for bigger enemies, and then by the time I get to those bigger enemies, they take them down quick enough where you probably didn't need to save up as much magic, HP, or MP as you actually needed to. Get out of the way. So it does give you maps and stuff, but again, I've never really found them too useful. The The maps in here aren't too crazy where you'd get lost that often, or yeah. Through the door we go. Try and do this a bit better this time. In fact, we're not going to take any mess off of this big guy. Immediately going to get stuck into him. There we go. Stab him while he's down. He's done for. Else want to spawn here? Oh, you're still there. Big guy again. Special attack again. The bosses are so few and far between that it's not really worth saving your magic attacks for them. Cannot get through that door until we have the second weapon. Still got to remember to block. Let's get out of here before more of them respawn. This guy's doing absolutely nothing with his sword. Have I got to do all the work? If I talk to you, you better give me an item. There we go. Got a herb. I think we can use a ladder to get down here. But let me check over this direction first. Oh, no, it's locked. Let's just use the ladder. Equipment to descend. Yeah, why don't you just ask me if I want to use the ladder then? Rope ladder. Used. I think this is where these little ninja-y... Oh no, that's after I come back out. Oh, we've got another one of these. Name a relic created by the clan of ogres to destroy the demons. Again, I don't think I've got all of the clues to decipher that one yet. Obviously, I could look it up on the internet and find all of the answers to that one, but where's the fun in that, eh? Let's save the game again, because I would prefer not to waste too much of your time. I think we've got like our first boss slash mini boss here.
Didn't know humans could be such pests.
Where is the princess?
Humans are more tasty when angry, and I haven't eaten in a while.
I've got to say as well, part of the charm that I always found for this generation of games is just sort of the campiness that goes into some of just... It was truly a different time, let's say. I've got enough special attack in me? No. Oh, good lord. Back up, back up, back up. So I generally find the key is to, you know, get in for one or two swipes, back away, and try and be careful. Sometimes I get a little too cocky and maybe hang around for a bit too long. I can get some, there we go, get some MP out of him. This boss isn't generally too hard for the most part. Just got to keep him moving. Oh god. It doesn't help that the camera angles change also, and the direction of your analog stick sort of changes with it. So one moment you're pressing, you know, backwards to, you know, move backwards, but then the camera angle changes and all of a sudden it's pulling you to the left or right. As long as you have your guard up. See, yeah, that perfect example there is I'm sort of darting all over the place because of the changing camera angle. I kind of got to wait for this guy to charge at me. Oh! Oh, bad decision, bad decision. Stuck in too long. Wow. Okay. If I take another hit, I may need to use a health item. I was hoping he was going to drop some... Go. Couple more hits, get that soul. Literally just swiping and running. Oh, he's charging at me. Oh, God. Alright, herb time. It's good, we've got two of them, we've got two of them. He's got his back to us, get some slashes in there. There we go. Got through the first boss without dying. Didn't embarrass myself too much. Could have gone better, could have gone worse. Merkage Knight in the chat. For some reason this game's combat is just as fluid as the last Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. Have you got that one? Yes, I've not played it yet, but it is part of my collection. I've been meaning to get around to it for a while. Not quite got there yet. It's just kind of one of those things of the backlog just... Well, yeah, we all have one. A giant list of like, oh, I should play this and I should play this, but yeah, both Blade Warriors and Dawn of Dreams are on my list.
Sweet, beautiful.
Now we have this annoying creature.
What's this? Oh, a liver. What's that smell? Who's there? A human? How disappointing.
So I've got to say as well, I'm kind of surprised with everything that's gone on in the industry recently. And the things that have been sort of remade and rebooted and brought back and all that stuff. I have no idea why Onimusha has never been brought back, because it kind of, well, in a certain way, I suppose a more modern take on Onimusha is something like Nioh and Sekiro. This was never really a Souls game or you know, that difficult, but in a similar vein. But yeah, for me, I'd say easily in sort of like top 10, top 20-ish of franchises I'd love to see return. Merkage Knight in the chat, nice, me and my bro just played Dawn of Dreams so much. And yeah, again, I hope to get to it soon. You've got to get on these guys quick before they multiply. I do hope to get to it soon. And maybe review it one day. Get on him, get on him, get on him. Oh, God, I forgot how long their reach was. Get him, get him. Right, that's them done for. Any more souls? Any more souls? No. Get this little orb over here. And we have the second weapon already. Yes, Merkage Knight in the chat. This is the remastered version I'm playing right now. I'm surprised they didn't do the whole trilogy. I have no idea why they didn't, especially because the remade the entire trilogy of like Devil May Cry, and they're remaking sort of, you know, Resident Evils left and right and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I was hoping if this one sold well enough that it would sort of show interest in it. But then again, I consider myself a big fan of this franchise, and I only bought this remake, this remaster today, so boy am I a hypocrite. And the second weapon here, which has sort of like fire abilities, it's okay, but I've never been a fan of how slow it is. And we've got these, I don't even know what these are, they're just like floating collections of skulls, but they sort of drain up all of the get off. They drain up all of the souls and sort of like MP and HP floating around, so you've always got to take them out before they, I want to say if you don't kill them quick enough, they can actually just leave and take all of the just everything with them, and it's gone forever, which is devastating. So we should be able to get, I think we can upgrade our first weapon here to level 1. I generally always go with upgrading the Ryzen first, just because it's my favourite weapon. I mean, it does look cool. Let's all be honest here. Between the two of them, I'm gonna say that one. There's also the third weapon. I can't remember the name. I think it's like Shippo something. That's sort of got like wind abilities. So yeah, we need to upgrade that as well. I'm gonna put some power into that so we can open doors. So yeah, just for a quick explanation for those who may not be familiar. So you upgrade your weapon here for more powerful attacks and more sort of like your special. I think you may use less of your special meter when you're doing the special attacks, and then you upgrade this seal so that you can get through like level 2 doors, level 3 doors, and whatever. Generally what I try and do is just kind of go down the line of go, you know, level 1, level 2, level 1, level 2, and get everything up evenly. 9 times out of 10 I feel like I end up with everything fully sort of upgraded by the time I get to the end of the game. Oh, I should probably save, because I just beat a boss and a lot has happened between the last time I saved the game. Yeah, here we go. How you doing, boys? Good to see you. So, Merkish Knight in the chat obviously saying he's played Dawn of Dreams quite a bit. Where would you rank it in terms of, you know, if you've played all of the Onimushas, where would you sort of rank it in between those? Is that something that I'm kind of interested in? Yeah, let's not just piss about with these big guys. Just take him down. Oh, there we go. Ah, okay, so you've only played Dawn of Dreams and not the others. That's interesting. I would definitely recommend getting stuck into the other games then. Oh, no, get off me. I mean, you know, for the most part, you can pick them up for next to nothing now. Oh god, this guy keeps latching onto me. What am I doing wrong? You've taken all of my MP. Leave me alone. Oh god. Alright, now he's just zapping my health. Oh. Jesus. That was close. Merkish Knight, I've only played Dawn of Dreams, to be honest, but I'm looking to pick up 1, 2 and 3 soon. Yeah, again, I would definitely recommend it. Funnily enough, this first game might be the game that I own the most, because over the years I acquired the original version on the PS2 and forgot that I owned a copy of it because my library of games just kind of grew as large as it did. Then I ended up acquiring a... Oh, I got an insta-kill. Then I ended up accidentally acquiring a Platinum PS2 version of the game. And let's get him before he starts zapping, folks. So yeah, I've got 2 copies of it on PS2, and then I've got the Xbox version as well, which I think was actually might have been the version of the game I used for my view. Actually, now I think about it, I know Genma is different in some ways, but I was never entirely sure. Ludicrous Fool in chat pointing out that Genma Onimusha is different from the original. I'm not entirely sure how. If you know, feel free to let me know. Yeah, I feel like my understanding was it had a few extra challenge rooms and maybe some extra costumes. This is my only trouble with this game, is that I can never just move on when there's enemies around. I have to kill them all, get as many souls in as I can. Oh, but they just keep coming. This is probably terrible viewing for all of you. There's another one of those things down there. There we go, he's done. Quick block. This is what I mean about... Oh, how did I do that? Oh, wow. Is that always in the game? Are you able to change weapons on the fly with the R trigger? I do not remember that being in the game, but that is super useful. Unless that's something I've just completely missed for the last 19 years. Which, yeah, I'm not really proving myself as a fan there, am I? Boy, can you tell some carnage went on in here. I think this bit is dead annoying as well. Oh, God. Weapon change, weapon change. Right, let's test out the special weapon, special attack on this gun. Gun? Sword. Not bad. The only trouble with the special attack... Oh, this is going badly wrong. Let's not take any chances. The only problem with the special attack on the sort of like the fire sword, in my opinion, is it kind of flows straight. It doesn't like lock on like the Ryzen does. The Ryzen you can only really... Oh, that's the challenge room guy. All right, let's give one of these a spin. We will use a herb and save the game. We might have enough to upgrade another weapon. Give one of these challenges a go. So yeah, in comparison, the special attack for the N Ryu is sort of like this straight line, and it doesn't lock on, whereas the Ryzen, you can't actually sort of like initiate the special attack unless you hit somebody with the first sort of strike. So you don't end up wasting any of your sort of like magic power when sort of firing that off, but burn the rest of this souls in here. Okay. Is he going to let us try the special thing? Challenge? No, he's just going to... Alright. See you later. Nice to meet you. Ludicrous Fall in the chat saying, looking at the box art, it says new areas, attack modes, modded difficulty, stronger enemies, as well as a new mechanic in the form of green souls. Yeah, that does sound familiar. This dude you've got to be super careful with because he sort of grabs you by the throat if you're not careful, and there we go. Very happy with how that little combat played out. Is that door open? Oh. I don't remember this going this way, but we do have our sword leveled up enough to get through this door. I don't know if it's just me, and feel free to jump in here, but does anyone else play games and sort of worry that they're going in the right direction but too early? As if you're worried about going through a door or going a certain direction because it will potentially cut you off from like exploring the side mission stuff that you could be able to do. Okay, blue book. What's in it? This is just lore and stuff. Right, I can't come back in here until I've got all of the weapons. So I've got the blue crystal to open that side and the red crystal to open that side, but I need the green weapon to open that bit, so good thing I can't get through there yet. God, these guys are respawned again. Luckily the big dude isn't here this time. Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Oh, managed to get back in time. Through the door we go.
Let me go!
Quiet!
What is going on here?
This guy here is quite possibly one of the most punchable people in video game history.
Who are you? And what do you want with that boy?
I should ask you the same thing. You are not working for Saito clan, are you? Wait. Can you be Samanosuke Akechi? Yes, you are. I cannot believe
Ludicrous Fall in the chat. It's not just you. In some games you can go in the right direction but miss an important item you needed to progress. Yeah. I always worry about not being able to 100% finish games, even if I don't want to 100% finish games, but luckily I don't think this game sort of gives you the opportunity to miss too much.
My Lord Nobunaga Oda would welcome a great samurai like yourself.
I serve no one. My life is mine and mine alone to command.
Stellar voice acting.
However, I will not give up yet.
Samanosuke is as stiff as a plank of wood. But God, do we love him. Arrows for the bow and arrow later, which I probably won't use a ton of unless I have to. I've never really found it that useful of a weapon. Here. Journal. I'm starving. I wonder how many days have passed since I entered the cave. My only source of sustenance has been the water leaking out of the walls. Okay, somebody clearly had a bad time there, but again, I won't waste too much of your folks' time by reading in-game lore in a hokey voice. Let's open this door. Hey. People love to jump out at you in this game. They're never quite quick enough to catch you by surprise or get some hits in, so it always just makes it a bit more entertaining. Yeah, I've got to say, for, you know, considering this is, I've not got the part to get through this door here yet, the other half to this weird, gross-looking key. Oh, I pressed it again by accident. I've got to say, this HD remaster, it's okay, but I kind of feel like if I'd have just played on my PS2 through a component cable, it would look just as fine.
I am Yumimaru. Yumimaru, you must tell me. What did that samurai want with you?
Why should I know?
Fine, then why are you here?
Lucas Fall in the chat. The voice acting has not aged especially well considering how far localization and voice direction / acting games has come. Yes. Like I said earlier, this is a bit of a different time where they kind of just pulled in whoever they could for the most part. Oh, God. Managed to attack me as he was dying. He came out of nowhere, literally just 2 minutes after I said they jump out at you, but never managed to get a hit in. Somebody jumped out at me and got a hit in. Boxes, boxes, boxes. Herbs are always good. Right way. Oh, we've got another one of them boxes. Okay, new puzzle, new puzzle. 5 moves. Got to get all the numbers in order. Hopefully I can do it. So, a lot of things in the wrong order here. So I want to say if I mean, the 5 and the 6 have got to go all the way over there. So maybe if I do this, this. No, that was wrong. Left, right, left, right, left, right. 3, yeah, everything is basically in the wrong place. I mean, if I go right, left, get these round here. No. Okay. 6 has got to travel quite far. 4 and 6 have basically got to swap entirely. But 2 and 1 are so far apart that I need to swap them around also. This is going horribly wrong. So, if we start with getting 5 and 6 there, and maybe one more time there. Oh! Right, we're getting closer, I want to say. Welcome to the next hour of the stream. Move that there. And then that one there. That one there. No. I've ruined it already. I am terrible at these puzzles. 5 moves. We've got to get, like, it'll take 4 moves to get 1 round to the top left. Sorry. 2 moves to get 1 round to the top left. So you can only turn it. Oh, sorry, Ludicrous Fall in the chat asked what direction can you turn it, and it's only you just press A, and they all move clockwise. So I can either move the left side clockwise or the right side clockwise. There's no left or right turn. But it's the 2. It's the thing that's throwing me off here is the 2 and the 3 are in the wrong order. So just going to try some random combinations and see where we get. That didn't work. Right, left, left. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Gotta get that all the way round. That one. If I move that one there, then the one's going to go up, so we need to move that again there. How did we manage to get them complete? We've got them backwards. So the most important thing is probably to get the 1 and the 2, like the 1, 2, 3 lined up in position, I guess. But okay, we might be onto something here. We've got 3 moves left. We may be onto something. So how do I get one? They're basically in the right position. Oh no, they're not actually. They're still not even lined up properly. We've done it again. We've got them all in. Lucas Fallen Chat says turn left twice, then right twice. Let's give it a go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Almost. Very close. Very close. We turn left twice, then 3 ends up there, where we can't really do anything with it. So maybe I'll go left once and right twice, but then that puts 3 in the right place with 4 behind it, so that's not going to work. Refuse to give up. I also am very conscious of burning time on this puzzle. God. Yeah. Out of the way. Damn it. Oh, okay. So if I move that there, and then we need to get 2 lined up next to 1. And we need... In fact, yeah, we need to get... Ooh, that was so close. We need to get 2 in front of 1. Because when it comes back round... So it's almost like we need to... No. Lucas 4, I've never played a Professor Layton game, but if they're as hard as this, I should probably stay away from them. So yeah, the issue is that 1 and 2 aren't next to each other. So it's kind of swapping them around, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that, because if I do this, then maybe I can line up 2 there, but then circle them round, they're in the exact right place there, except for 1. So when I do this, go left, right, right, and then go left, left, everything is in the right... Oh no, 6 isn't, sorry. I'm missing. Wait, we might have been onto something there. Let me go back in. Right. Okay. So now if we do that... No. No, no, no. Okay, in order to not get stuck for too long, let's focus. Left. Place. didn't work. Oh, we've done it again. This is how it needs to be, but the other way around. Good lord, this is embarrassing. Apologies, folks. Let's get... With only 5 moves, there's only so many ways I can do this, and I'm probably doing a lot of them at the same time each time. Okay, we're going to have a couple more tries, and then if I flop it on that, I'm just going to Google it. So, alright, let me think. 16-bit Dad, good to have you in the chat, and good to know that you share my pain with these puzzles. So I'm trying to think with the left and right. Move that there. And we need to get the 2 round. Then that's still not in the right place. Oh. What a wonderful accident that was. And all we got was the bow. I don't even like using that weapon. We need it, but I don't care for that weapon at all. Oh, we've got more codes for later. Not sure what that did, but yeah. Okay. All right. Now we can move on. Apologies for wasting so much of your valuable time. I'll try not to get stuck too often. Got another big dude here. Oh, don't get too cocky. Oh. You know what? Have some of that. Just completely demolished that guy there. This is probably the wrong door to go through. Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. They're going to respawn now, because if they do, that's going to be a bit heartbreaking, I'm not going to lie. We've not got enough souls. We're not at level 2 on that one to unlock that door, so we have to go through here. Oh, wow. Let me try and help these guys out. Bow, equip the bow, equip the bow. That was a terrible shot. Why is he not? There we go. Can't seem to hit this guy in the corner. You know what? These guys didn't help me, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna help them. I know that's not exactly very heroic, but we're here to save the castle. Oh, we're just going to keep crawling up here. Alright. We got another big guy. Oh, I used a special attack on the complete wrong guy. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. Get off, get off. There we go. Uh, 16-bit Dad in the chat discussing about the tank controls. Yeah, and it does sort of have Resident Evil tank controls. It's not as stiff. I would say definitely feel a lot more agile in this game than I do on Resident Evil. But 2, we can get this door open. Let's save the game, shall we? Ludicrous Fall in the chat. For an action game, it feels very odd to use tank controls, especially considering Devil May Cry, that was released the same year as Onimusha, but had analog directional controls. Yeah, Devil May Cry, well, there's another franchise I was a big fan of. This doesn't look good at all.
Uncovered Yumemaru's identity. He is the son of a farmer.
What?
4 years ago, his parents were killed at war. Princess Yuki found him crying alone and brought him to the castle.
I see.
And I also heard that Princess Yuki raised him as if he were her own brother.
So he stole his way into the castle to save Princess Yuki. Why then is Tokichiro after Yumemaru?
Something seems to be going on. What?
I'm glad I saved the game just before this section. Let's just say that.
Samanosuke, we must
Because
find
I'm
a way
pretty
out.
sure there's a puzzle coming up that is on a timer that I always fail on. Yep. Thing open here. Oh, we've got another one of them number puzzles. Good God, good God. How do I open that door then? Huh. Weird. That's not good for her at all. Almost positive there's... Oh, there we go. It's open, it's open. Awesome. Holy armor, let's equip that immediately. Not sure if it does anything extra. Oh, I think it just said there. Prevents souls from being stolen. Fantastic. Both of these. She is to move over there. Away we go. It's a bit of magic power there. Comes in handy. Oh, I feel like I... Right. Is it a room where I have to turn on the candles? Oh, directions on this are not the best. Oh boy. Might get stuck again. So, whichever one I step on, the rest of it sort of drops. And so if I step on the X, then the diagonal, you know, the way in which the cross faces the diagonal, that will drop. And I'm trying to remember. Let's just, oh, you know what? Let's just give it a spin. Oh, probably a bad idea. Well, there's only one space we can go. Can't go on that one to the left, because then she'll fall to her death. So, try going here. Go for that one. Go here. Oh. Can I do it on first try? Wow, I cannot believe I got through that in one go. I don't think that's ever happened before. Oh god. Yep, here we've got the worst puzzle in the game.
What happened? Are you all right?
I seem to be trapped.
Is there a way you can get out of there?
But we're gonna get through it together, folks.
Samanosuke, wait there. I will help you.
So we have to go over here and move all of the pieces around to... I'm going to try and do this, if I can remember how to do it. Let's say... Get... If I remember correctly, it's sort of like spacing out the bottom bits, getting the I think we can move that up here. This around here. Needs to create space here. This. Move that down there. That across there. Head scratcher. So how do I get these two together? Space by moving these. Oh, okay, we might be onto something. Move. Okay, on very limited time here. Let's not try and panic. Move them up. That down. Quick, go, go, go. I've got it, 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 I've got it. Go, 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 go. Wow. I gotta say my heart was racing. My heart was racing. I've done that puzzle so many times, but I always kind of forget the initial steps to getting through it, and once you sort of like get stuck into it all, yeah. Sorry, Ludicrous. I was sort of like looking back and forth while also like carefully watching the timer. So yeah, I appreciate your words of advice there. So I definitely didn't want to go all the way back to the start of that section from when I last saved the game.
We are safe now. I will go search for clues.
We're not safe now at all, but oh, push on. Glad to get the new armor. I think there's a third armor set that I can get as well. I can't remember how I get it, but go down the ladder. Yeah, let's go down the ladder. See what's going on down there. I've just gone sort of the wrong way here. Got something to pick up. Power jewel. Awesome, let's get more health. This is just the doorway to get through here. Luke has fallen in the chat. The version ported to modern consoles is the original rather than Genma, correct? I'm not entirely sure which... Oh, I'm assuming that's going to come in handy later. I'm not entirely sure which one has been ported. Sorry, which one has been used. Okay. Oh, you're telling me I just came out the door there? Oh, okay, I can unlock that door. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure which one, whether it was the original or Genma. I mean, I would assume it's probably... If Genma has all this like extra content, that it must be the Xbox version that's been ported across. So, yeah, maybe that's the version we're working with. It would probably make sense for that version as well, because that if it was on Xbox, then it would have been able to display at a 16:9 sort of aspect ratio. So that one may have been... Oh, I can go... Wait, up, down. Let's go further down. Yeah, the Xbox version may have been easier to port across. Okay, I just got the left crest piece and the right crest piece. I'm sure they will come in handy later. Maybe there was something behind there. Journal 4. What a wonderful scene. I am very happy to be here. I am so moved by my that my hands won't stop trembling. I'm witnessing the birth of a demon baby as it is pulled out of the urn. Madness going on in this castle. I'll tell you, absolute madness. We're not here for that. We're not here for, you know... If I see one of them demon babies, things might get a little tricky. Oh, okay, this is where we use the crest then. Left crest piece used. Again, Resident Evil tendencies showing through massively here. Right crest piece used. The door is now unlocked. Well done, Samanosuke.
Hey, Samanosuke! We meet again. So, have you decided to serve the Oda clan?
Move!
It is too late for the boy. And since you have learned that our Lord Nobunaga...
Once again, folks, I present the most punchable man in video game history. Then again, that's probably wrong. There is an enemy in Onimusha 2 that is just as annoying, if not more. If we ever get to Onimusha 2, you'll get to see what I mean.
Our dark ceremony will take place soon. Princess Yuki's skull will be filled with her own blood. And when our Lord Nobunaga drinks it, the victory of the Oda clan over the Saito clan will be guaranteed.
Sounds kind of weird, dude, but whatever gets to get. I don't know where. I don't know where he went. He just jumped out of the side of a building. Anyway, let's push on. Always thought that was cool. Is that open? Fluorite. More fluorite. Give me another book. Okay, yeah, we're starting to get more of these codes now. So hopefully when we come back around to some of those puzzles that we came across earlier. No, oh, I didn't want to go back through the door. Oh, yeah, even more of them. Lucas Fall in the chat. Looking at the list of Xbox games with alternate display modes, there are quite a lot of games on there which do not support 16:9 widescreen. So that's weird because when I come to putting together a lot of my reviews, it all seems to go. A lot of games just seem to go 16:9 automatically with no trouble at all. That could just be my HDMI converter sort of changing it to that aspect ratio, but enemies. Yeah, who knows? For some reason I had in my head that a lot of Xbox stuff was compatible with 16:9. Can't get that until we have the wind weapon. Double-ended sort of like blade. So we've got to get in here, and I think there's a ladder up onto the roof somewhere. Medicine. More codes. More codes. Oh, we've almost got the full list there. 3 souls, I'll take them. Happy to get some XP in the weapons. Enhance. You know what, we're going to save this. Save these souls until we get the next weapon, which I'm pretty sure is just after this boss battle on top of this roof. Let's get to it. For this boss battle, I am going to spam my special attacks until this guy falls over. Because what's great about this game is that even though you have multiple weapons and 1 MP bar, your MP doesn't burn. They kind of burn individually, so I can use one of my special attacks with one weapon and then switch over and use my special attacks with another weapon. Hopefully. Oh, that was a bad place to stand. Okay. Herb time. To get that MP in. Away from him, get away from him. Let's drop some more magic power. Another special attack. Get him, Samanosuke. Oh. I'll wait for the opening. Come on, come on. Almost had him. There's the opening. I love the animation on the special attacks as well. Always thought they were super cool. Just need to... Oh, ran the wrong direction. Come on, come on, come on. There we go, his shield's gone. He's got to be dead soon. Any magic with this weapon? Yes, I have. Beautiful. I think he may return later as well. I'm not entirely sure. Ludicrous Fall in the chat, the fixed camera angles are a problem with this boss fight. Yeah, they're kind of a problem with all of boss fights, to be fair. It wouldn't be so bad if sort of the direction that you hold your analog stick was sort of like consistent from one angle to the next. But as I said, you sort of, 1 minute you're moving backwards, and then the camera angle changes, and then you're moving left. But we've got the final weapon now. Again, I generally always stick with the electric sword, the Ryzen. But it's just another weapon for us to burn special attacks on when we get into a bit of trouble. And they're still fun to use. It does provide some variety, you know, whichever weapon you want to go with, you can get sort of stuck into sort of speed, power, or balanced, and that sort of thing. And then the second game goes even crazier with it by having multiple characters, some with like guns and some with sort of like throwing blades and all sorts of stuff.
My sister.
So, oh wait, hold on. I just broke into that room, and there was a bloody a box with items in it, and it's just walked me back here
Please.
into a whole different place of the map.
I give you my word. I will save Princess Yuki.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to go back and get that thing now.
Who took care of this boy? Princess Yuki was born the daughter of a feudal lord, and thus raised from arranged marriage. She has had no freedom whatsoever. So when she meets someone else who's in need, she wants to help them. In this world, only the strong survive.
Samanosuke he's just pure. He just never lets up.
The world?
He's just straight-faced, dead serious the whole time. The writing doesn't really help him too much either.
Years ago, my uncle Mitsuhide pressured me to leave and see the world.
And then he goes on this weird tangent here where he talks about you got to get out there and see the world, kid. There's more to life than this castle.
Different than us. I have experienced things that I never would have imagined.
Never quite sure the point of the speech.
There are infinite things that we do not understand. There is beauty and freedom all around us. You owe it to yourself and everyone to see these things and then share them with the people of this country. You must help them to understand the absurdity of fighting over such small portions of land on this tiny island.
Okay, so I guess the gist of the speech is there's more than Japan. We shouldn't be fighting over just Japan. We got to get out there and, you know, explore.
You all right?
That woman fainted in the most dramatic fashion.
Kaede, we have little time. I have to find Princess Yuki. You watch over these two.
I will.
Okay, we pick up again. Give this weapon a spin. I don't think it's as effective, but it does the job. It's got a little more speed to it. Lucas Fallen Chat Resident Evil 4 technically used tank controls, but with the over-the-shoulder view and better aiming than the past titles, it was easier to get the hang of. Yes, and Resident Evil 4 is something that I definitely plan on getting stuck into at some point on this channel. Or on this Twitch channel. So, can't go through there yet. The special attack on this one is actually pretty cool because it draws people in. Oh, wow. I would love to take credit for that one hit kill there, folks, but that was, again, pure luck on my part. I think I know which way to go, but I didn't quite get to explore the section of the building I entered just before I got dragged out to that cutscene, so let's just double check, shall we? Something in that corner there. Arrows, wonderful. Don't think I'm ever going to use them, but would Dead Space be a title you're interested in that was heavily influenced by Resident Evil 4? I wouldn't say that Dead Space isn't, you know, I think the Dead Space series is great. I mean, up until 3 at least. But, yeah, generally the plan for this Twitch channel was to stick to games that I suppose, you know, fall into this generation. Occasionally I might break out of that. But, you know, for stuff like... Oh, wow! Got caught lacking as I went round that corner. And that attack never gets old. Just want to make that clear. Yeah, I don't again, I don't quite yet know what I'm going to play and what I'm not going to play, but the plan was to stick to the more, retro stuff. But I guess it's what the audience watching wants to a certain degree. I'm trying to figure out my setup so I can get Metal Gear Solid running the next time I stream. But there's just a little more technical aspects to work out before I can get that up and running. Just nothing inside. So there's nothing in this room. What a waste of time. Back downstairs we go. Now I just got to figure out which way I... Oh. Let's not play around here. Okay. Down the stairs. Through this door. Now we're really backtracking. Oh. Oh, thank God I passed through here to get that magic power. Oh, there's a book over there I didn't even notice. More codes, more codes. Save the game real quick just in case. I think we've got to upgrade another weapon. Maybe? Almost? Yeah, we should have just enough to get level 2 on this weapon. Delightful. I haven't played much of Resident Evil 4. To me, it just felt awkward how you could only aim while standing still. Yes, but in a certain way, a lot of that is kind of, baked into the Resident Evil series to kind of increase the tension in a way. I suppose there's an element of kind of like if you're too agile, then does it become a situation where you can always just outmaneuver? I just took a very long way around to get back here. If you can move too fast, and same with this game to be fair, if you can move too fast, then, well, I'm exactly proving my point there by zipping from side to side. But if you become too agile, then you can essentially just become so careless that you can dodge everything that comes your way. Boy, once again, the time is flying. How did we get to an hour and 40 so quickly? Yeah, you need to get out of my way. No. No. Terrible, 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 terrible. Oh, I don't know how to win these battles. I never quite got the hang of them. Would look up the controls, but Lucas Falls asks if it would make the game too easy if you could be too agile. Yeah, not necessarily too easy, but like I said, I imagine when the original Resident Evil came out, the tank controls were more just a necessity of game design at the time and what they could actually achieve with the animation and such. But in the later games, it just becomes a case of I've gone all the way back. If it just becomes a case of we want people to feel somewhat vulnerable, then you can't really allow them to move too fast. Not going to bother trying to take that guy out with the arrow because it didn't work too well last time. Oh yes, we can get through here now. That's what I was missing. Now we have all the weapons. Use the green orb to get through that door. These lads just keep coming. You would think at a certain point they would just, you know, go, oh, this samurai dude's, you know, pretty serious. He's killed a hell of a lot of us so far. But no, they're all, they're all raring to go. Switch weapons for a little bit. Freshen things up, shall we? Okay, now we have the green orb. We need to switch to the wind weapon. And we opened the gross looking door. We got an achievement in the process. Let me get back to the fire weapon. Okay, we can't go through there yet. That's clearly locked. So yeah, this is our only option. Herb and a save point. It's always good. Have enough to enhance the Ryzen to level 3? No, because that bar is crawling. I think we need about 3, maybe, yeah, 3 or 4 more bars of souls to get that up to level 3. But I want to do it fast because it looks cool as hell. You upgrade it fully. Let's say there's somebody around this corner waiting for me. There he is, he's in the floor. Hello. Oh, you gotta hit them while they're down. As they just keep multiplying. Dead. The downward strike doesn't work as well as it should. This book here. More lore. Don't need to worry about that. Orange book. White book. Oh no, we've got more codes. I've collected about 7 of these code books in this like space of time, but I've not actually come across code boxes. Oh. Get off, get off, get off. How do Onimusha 2 and 3 compare to this? They're quite... I mean, they're similar, you know, style of games. I'd say the big difference... Onimusha 2 is... They give you sort of like sidekick characters that jump in and out of the game at times. So there's one guy who's got a sort of like a very old school rifle. There's one guy who's got sort of like a spear. There's one woman who's got a sort of like a sword like you, but it's like of a different style. And they kind of, you switch characters. Okay, I just got an achievement for picking up the item. Let me check out what it is. This allows you to hear the voices of the dead. Ah, okay. I remember this section. So yeah, that's kind of Onimusha 2, is it just kind of lets you play as a few different characters throughout the game. In fact, Samanosuke isn't even in it, full stop. He's just kind of focused on an entirely different samurai, but it does sort of cover some of the same area. I want to say you do revisit this castle in Onimusha 2 briefly, but you do play as a different character altogether. And then in... I need to use a herb. And then Onimusha 3... Sorry, let me speak correctly. Onimusha 3 gets real weird. where there is like this weird time jump thing that happens where Samanosuke goes to modern day France, and then the actor, I think Jean Reno, who's in it, he ends up coming back to 16th century Japan. It gets real weird, and they sort of like swap and handle business for each other on either side, and then they kind of, join forces. I'm not sure how they got Jean Reno in the game. All this could be tricky. Oh, alright. That didn't go too well. God damn it. That's going to take us back a bit. Do these games have improvements or refinements over the original? Yeah, they've got sort of, they add a few mechanics in and, make the combat a little more sort of, they flesh out the combat a little more, because the combat in this one, while it is perfectly sort of serviceable, can be a tad repetitive. Did I? Oh, okay, yeah, save the game there. So yeah, sorry about that, folks. We've been dragged back a bit here. So yeah, the games do get better and they look better. Also, Onimusha 3 opens with a ridiculous sort of like CG cutscene, which is worth just YouTubing by itself. Okay, let's not mess around with you. Right, this is the best weapon for these lot. See how effective that was there? Oh, God. Get off, get off. It's a wonderful little weapon to take these guys out. The speed on it just sort of hacks them down so fast. Any more of you? No? Okay, good to know. Let's get through this bit real quick again. Open that, get the map, chop that rope, lower that weight, get the rosemary necklace. Camera angle, camera angle. Here we've got the rosemary communication. Back out this door. We'll try and get through this without dying again. Got a lot more health to get through this section this time, to be fair. Purify bell, which we can use to get through that door that was covered in ghost faces. Oh, that took a lot of health. I cannot afford to do that again. Oh, made it. You know what? Probably don't need to. I'm going to use a herb just in case. Okay, yeah, back out this door. Chop down these gross tentacle things. If there's one thing that Onimusha is good at, is kind of creating some gross looking enemies. And backgrounds. Everything looks real sort of like slimy. Oh, God. You seem to be more of a PS2 Xbox guy than a GameCube guy. Yes. Not because I have anything against Nintendo. It's more just because those were the two consoles that I managed to get hold of at the time. I did, to be fair, I did briefly have a GameCube. I got stuck into a few games on it, and I wasn't the biggest fan. And I danced around with the idea of getting a Switch for a while, but yeah, that ship has sailed. If I'm being dead honest, it's we're too close to the other new consoles than stuff. So Nintendo, apart from Game Boy and Pokemon and all that stuff, yeah, all over. But Nintendo, for the most part, I was kind of always like a bit of a PlayStation kid. Well, I was a Sega kid at first, and then I was a PlayStation kid. I always always used to enjoy getting stuck into Nintendo consoles, friends' houses. The GameCube was a cool console. I think it just sort of came out at the wrong time for me. By the time I got my hands on a GameCube, I was also always at the same time just got stuck into like when Xbox Live just came out in the UK, and that was like the most exciting thing in the world at the time. You know, believe it or not, there was a point where playing games online against people was a mind-blowing experience. I keep trying to stab people when they're down, but it's not quite connecting. There we go. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if I have to be standing like just in a certain position or in a certain direction, but I've got weapon at a high enough level to get through this door. Play around with you. Oh. So now we've got the rose. Oh, there's more codes. Now we've got the rosemary necklace thingy. See, this guy's some sort of spirit floating above this guy's dead body. We should be able to talk to folks and get hints on what to do. I don't know if this fire is supposed to do anything. It's green, which makes it seem like it would connect to the wind weapon, but not that I can see. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this one shouldn't be as bad, because there's only 3 moves I can do. So, let's try left. Yeah, that's already in the right spot now. Kind of fucked that up already. Apologies for the language. Let me try that one more time. So we need to get... go that way, and... Oh, wow. Okay, well, thankfully there, that didn't take up as much time as the last one that I think I was stuck on for about 10 minutes. Mainly because there was only 3 moves that you could make, so I suppose that kind of makes it slightly easier. You lower the combinations of ways I can mess that up. The GameCube was the last Nintendo console which could compete with its rivals on a power level. Yeah, I know what you mean. Nintendo generally tends to go for a different angle nowadays, though, I guess. They always just kind of want to be the cheapest console out, like a good sort of, entry level, something that they can always sort of sell at a profit, maybe? Because their consoles are never that crazy expensive. They don't generally go for power. I don't even mean to say that as in they're trying to create like kiddie consoles. I more just kind of mean they want to create something that anyone can sort of get stuck into, which, fair play to them, they've created their own lane in a way where they don't have to worry about competing with Sony and Microsoft and sort of the PC thing. Like it's its own sort of like, lane in its own, where they just kind of, the amount of people I know that have a Switch and one of the other consoles, just kind of shows you exactly how they've just sort of really crafted like a great little situation for themselves there. Were it not for the fact that I already have way too many games to play that I can't get to in time, I would probably buy a Switch myself. And I was hoping that Pokemon Sword and Shield was going to draw me into that, but the reception of that game, it didn't really look like it was worth picking up a Switch for. So I came... Oh, God. That's the door I just came through. Not been through this door over here yet. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. 16-bit dads. Oh, sorry, I missed a section. Okay, good. Interestingly, in North America, the GameCube and the Xbox were released within 3 days of each other. Yes. Yeah, for some reason I always felt like the GameCube came out later. I think, yeah, by the time I got round to testing one out, or getting my hands on one of them, I was heavily into Xbox Live and playing all the stuff on there. 16-bit down in the chat would highly recommend a Switch. It's my favourite console of this generation, despite owning one of every PlayStation console except the Vita. Yeah, 16-bit. I know exactly what you mean about the Switch, and it does look like a cool console. I think if I was a bit younger and had slightly less responsibilities, I would probably have enough free time to play all 3 consoles, but sadly I had to narrow it down to 2, and I'm way too big of a fan of Halo, and God of War and Spider-Man were just too good to turn down, so yeah. That's how that one worked out. Saminus getting in trouble. I mean, this guy clearly isn't me because he's not got the same armor. Quick, quick punch to the stomach has knocked this woman out. I'm not an expert on how the human body works, but pretty sure that doesn't happen.
You are not experienced enough, are you?
Ludicrous Fall. That being said, there's been a severe drought in first-party Switch games this year. Yeah, I mean, if you buy a Nintendo console, you know what you're getting it for. It's the main ones. It's Mario, it's Zelda, and Metroid, and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's never too much outside of that.
Yumemaru, where are you?
But I think to be fair, what tends to draw me in the most when it comes to consoles is like if it's an experience that feels like it's pushing the boundaries of, you know, everything that's going on. You know, stuff like Uncharted and Last of Us and whatever, that, you know, whether you have your... Well, yeah, same with like God of War, same with Spider-Man, same with, you know, some of the Xbox exclusives that are going to come our way soon. Games that, whether you have an issue with them, you know, from a narrative perspective is one thing, but games that feel like they're trying to really push things forward from a technical perspective and like do things that you've never seen before, that's always a big seller for me. And now we are in control of... I can't even remember her name. Apologies. We've just switched off over to the female character. I think her name is Coyote. Yeah, Coyote, that sounds right. Who just kind of has her, like, little... I don't know what the technical term would be for this little sword here. Would it be a sword? Would it be a dagger? Not entirely sure. She's not as powerful, nor does she have any special attacks, but she is a bit more agile, I think. Yeah, you kind of see how she's moving. But, in fact, rather than get lost and try and figure out where I've got to go next, I've now reached 10 p.m, which does mean, folks, I sadly have to leave you all. So I've just saved the game here, so I won't bother saving it again. So yeah, what feels like a bit of an abrupt end to the stream, so I apologise for that. But I appreciate you all for joining me again. This is a good place to stop off as we've just left Samanosuke. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this first couple hours of Onimusha Warlords. We'll get stuck into it again on Thursday, 8 till 10. And yeah, we'll just take things from there. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all soon.